John was horrified to see the witch crawling up after him. Terrified, John immediately grabbed a piece of chalk. According to Irish legends, as long as a circle is drawn on the ground with chalk, the witch cannot come near. Without hesitation, John quickly drew a circle around the bed. After finishing, he curled up on the bed, praying that he would survive the night. But all of this began a few days earlier. John was a best-selling author, but ever since his parents passed away one after another, it felt as if all of his inspiration had vanished. Even stranger, he always felt that his mother's spirit was following him. In search of answers, John decided to travel to Ireland, his parents' favorite place. It was where they had spent their honeymoon years ago. Even after all these years, they still cherished those memories. However, when John arrived at the inn, he discovered that the honeymoon suite his parents had stayed in had been completely sealed off. Confused, he asked the hotel waitress Ellie about it. Ellie mysteriously told him that a terrifying witch was imprisoned inside that room. Yet no one had ever truly seen what the witch looked like. She then showed him a local book of myths, and told John that according to the stories, if someone drew a circle on the ground with chalk, the witch would be unable to harm anyone inside it. John couldn't help but laugh at her serious expression. Perhaps because she resembled his mother when she was young. He gradually opened up about his long-buried past. When John was a child, his mother was tragically killed, but the killer was a minor, and was never properly punished. Unable to accept the outcome, his father turned to alcohol. A few years later, he too passed away. Thinking of his parents filled John with sorrow. That night he sat alone at the bar, drinking one glass after another. Late that night, while cleaning up, Ellie noticed that John's treasured photo of his mother and his recorder had been left behind at the counter. Ellie immediately sensed that something was wrong. She rushed to John's room and knocked on the door, but no matter how loudly she called, there was no response. Growing uneasy, she asked the manager Jack to open the door. What they saw inside was horrifying. Meanwhile, the unconscious John found himself in a strange black and white world. The surroundings looked exactly like the long-abandoned honeymoon suite. Suddenly, a blurry figure appeared in the distance. John hurriedly shut the elevator door. When he opened his eyes again, he was lying in a hospital bed. After learning that Ellie had brought him to the hospital, John was deeply grateful to her. After being discharged, he returned to the inn to thank her in person. But the hotel owner told him that Ellie had disappeared. The police suspected a drifter named Jerry who lived in the forest, because Jack claimed he had seen Jerry following Ellie on the day she vanished. The police searched the entire town, yet they could not find any trace of Jerry. It seemed as though he had already fled. However, when John mentioned the honeymoon suite, Jack's expression immediately turned grim. John realized that Jack was hiding something. Determined to uncover the truth, John found Jerry's hideout deep in the forest. There he discovered Ellie's book of